accidentally on purpose. On Wednesday, Bloomberg shined the mainstream media light on the recent purge of conservative, Christian, and pro-Second Amendment YouTube channels. Now, the good news is Richie From Boston's channel is back up.
And it appears that I'm back with no strikes of any kind whatsoever at all. Do you want to know how I did that? The exact same way I did it last time. I got an attorney.
And while the public outcry in support of channels like Richie's has helped,
apparently, YouTube received over 57,000 emails from my subscribers in conjunction with my attorney demanding they show what it was and how I was bullying, besmirching, or belittling anybody, and they could not do it.
Jake Morphonius's Blackstone Intelligence channel is still under attack, as is Jerome Corsi's channel, Victoris Libertas and Anti-School as well, and the Richie Allen Show channel is still down. Evidently, getting a lawyer involved, as Richie From Boston says he did, is the only way to proceed for those who have been unjustly targeted by YouTube's Winston Smith Brigade of Orwellian Thought Police. This video is brought to you by our friends at Virtual Shield VPN. Protect your information, location, and search history from the prying eyes of Big Brother and big data internet providers without slowing your internet speed. And definitely check out IdentiSafe, a great Virtual Shield feature that includes a microphone and webcam blocker that also automatically deletes browser data, cookies, and can even shred files so that they're unrecoverable. Use the link below to take an extra 30% off your first term. This 30% offer has been extended exclusively for SGT Report viewers. So visit virtualshield.com by using the link below and give yourself the gift of internet security. Bloomberg shined the mainstream media light on the recent purge of conservative, Christian, and pro-Second Amendment YouTube channels. The absurd claim is that YouTube's new moderators mistakenly pulled right-wing channels. According to the article by Bloomberg's Mark Bergen, YouTube's new moderators brought in to spot quote-unquote fake, misleading, and extreme videos stumbled in one of their first major tests, mistakenly removing some clips and channels in the midst of a nationwide debate, they say, on gun control. The Google division said in December it would assign more than 10,000 people to moderate content after a year of scandals over fake and inappropriate content on the world's largest video site. The article goes on to talk about the Parkland, Florida shooting and that some YouTube moderators mistakenly removed several videos and some channels from right-wing pro-gun producers and outlets. The article goes on to cite Titus Frost and Jerome Corsi as being two such right-wing conspiracy folks, and according to YouTube, quote, "As we work to hire rapidly and ramp up our policy enforcement teams throughout 2018, newer members may misapply some of our policies, resulting in mistaken removals." Now, this article says gun reform calls since the shooting in Florida have sparked a rash of conspiracy theories on the web about the student activists. By the way, we've covered in detail these activist student marches being very much akin to George Soros-funded marches and things we saw with the Black Lives Matter movement. The article says YouTube was criticized last week after promoting a video with a title that suggested David Hogg, one of the teen survivors of the Florida school shooting, was a paid actor. And so it did seem that anybody that covered David Hogg was being targeted with strikes. And of course, under YouTube's very arbitrary, subjective, and selectively enforced community guidelines, 3 strikes and you're out. YouTube's official policy, the article says, that harmful or dangerous and hateful content can violate its guidelines. Evidently, if you're pro-Second Amendment and pro-Constitution, that's enough to get you labeled harmful or dangerous and hateful. Make no mistake, unlike YouTube's claim that this is all just one big mistake, the truth is that YouTube's 10,000 people strong Stasi Thought Police hit squad isn't just a mob of hapless dunces who don't know better. The reality is that this mass banning of channels is an organized, purposeful, modern-day book burning led at least in part by the anti-gun, anti-liberty, pro-Jewish SPLC, the Southern Poverty Law Center. And it's this article from the Daily Caller that flushes that out so well. Exclusive: YouTube secretly using SPLC to police videos. YouTube is getting help from the left-wing, pro-Jewish Southern Poverty Law Center in its effort to identify quote-unquote extremist content. YouTube's trusted flaggers police the platform for so-called hate speech to terror-related content. And folks, as we've covered in detail in the past on this channel, the SPLC has labeled pedestrian conservative groups as hate groups in the past. And folks, when you think Soros, think SPLC. Think non-governmental organizations. The left-wing non-profit SPLC, which has more recently come under fire for labeling legitimate conservative organizations as hate groups, is one of the more than 100 non-governmental organizations and government agencies in YouTube's Trusted Flaggers program. A source with knowledge of the arrangement told the Daily Caller. And if you think the deck isn't stacked against constitutionalists and Christians, just listen to this. All of the groups in the program have confidential agreements, a spokesperson for Google, YouTube's parent company, previously told the Daily Caller. A handful of YouTube's trusted flaggers, including the Anti-Defamation League and No Hate Speech, a European organization focused on combating intolerance, again probably Soros-funded, have gone public with their participation in the program. The vast majority of the groups in the program have remained hidden behind their confidentiality agreements. Again, this is the 10,000-strong Stasi squad that has been turned loose to target those who are pro-Constitution, pro-Bill of Rights, and frankly, pro-humanity. And as we have demonstrated in the past, showing clips of the SPLC's Mark Potok on CNN, the SPLC is absolutely off the reservation in its ability and willingness to label anyone and everyone who doesn't agree with them and their leftist globalist leanings as a hate group.
Ripping off guilty white liberals isn't what makes the SPLC dangerous. What makes them dangerous is when they partner with the government to intimidate dissenters, to threaten political speech, and to promote violence against those they demonize. Look at the notorious Mayak Fusion Center report, Missouri, 2009, where every supporter of limited constitutional government, every real political opponent of Obama, was labeled as a possible terrorist, a person of interest, simply for having a bumper sticker supporting Ron Paul, Chuck Baldwin, or Bob Barr.
Now listen to this. This is truly unbelievable. The secret YouTube Google Stasi. First, the flaggers are equipped with digital tools allowing them to mass flag content for review by YouTube personnel. Second, the partner groups act as guides to YouTube's content monitors and engineers designing the algorithms policing the video platform, but may lack the expertise needed to tackle a given subject. Folks, hiring the SPLC to be part of YouTube's Trusted Flagger program is roughly akin to hiring Planned Parenthood to police YouTube for pro-life videos. As I pointed out in my last video, what YouTube has done to these content creators by targeting their political speech is worse than what Winston Smith did in 1984. Smith's job was merely to alter history, while YouTube's recent mission appears to be to delete and terminate history entirely. Thank you so much for watching. We very much appreciate your support. And for Real News 24/7, visit us at sgtreport.com, thelibertymill.com, and thephaser.com. God bless.
You have to realize your future is at stake. Your life depends on stopping this coup. Every American. What the deep state is doing is a life and death matter.